Aquarius, welcome to Behind the Black Veil, where we get a more intimate look at the mysteries of our lives. Okay, there are many layers of meaning in my readings. I'm going to touch on a few of them. It may or may not resonate. Okay, so try to hear me and feel me for best results. Sometimes the roles can be reversed, and viewer discretion is advised. Fantastic. This is your July deep dive reading. Let's find out what's going on for Aquarius for the month of July. Ancestors, what kind of insight can we get to Aquarius? Let's give them some juicy tidbits that they can use in their life. Okay, the ancestors say this. Well, hello. The goddess of love is in the building. Okay, fantastic. Let's see. Somebody's confident that they are loved, and or you have a common connection with someone, some sort of outward sign of your emotional connection with them. Maybe you live together, you own things together, you've given them jewelry, something like that, right? Get off on your floor. Whoa, look at this. All of the sexy ladies are coming out. Here's a lady who is a mixture between the Empress and the High Priestess. She is working her magic. She's renewing herself, taking care of herself. Okay, starting new cycles. Fantastic. Quietly. Spa day, you know? And someone is interested possibly in facing their fears. Now, okay, let's find out more. Okay, somebody has a psychic connection. Somebody's got lover's compassion. Somebody's like, there goes my baby. Okay, somebody is like, that's my boo. Okay, that's lovely. That's lovely. Oh, crash, bang, boom. Crash, bang, boom. So this magical lady here, this magical number, is powerful. She's a force of nature. hmm And she makes distinctions between uh, places, events, realms, things of that sort. She also represents a sudden come up as well, sudden change. Okay, here's change where we change the cycle, new cycle, and here's sudden abrupt change. Okay, lightning bolt, crash, bang, boom, pow. Life is different, that sort of thing. Also represents protection for women's affairs. She may be protecting herself or living by a protective protocol of some sort. Okay. Someone has to face their fears, and it's a judgment that they've made. Okay. Or it's a judgment that she's made. Okay, either way, the ancestors are involved. This is about having respect for the worth and meaning of your actions. So I did say protection, right? So she might want to make sure that she is safe by requiring a person, because no one else is really on the board here but the ancestors and this lovely lady here. So something, I don't know if, you're new to each other or what. But you got a psychic connection here, even though you might be separated. Burnt bridge, yeah. Okay, that's why she is protecting herself. hmm Because and she has to renew herself and recover from this change, recover from this sudden uh, awareness, this sudden distinction that was made on whatever level. Somebody might want to have a healing conversation about this burnt bridge. hmm Yeah, because the ancestors are like, yeah, dude, what the fuck? And she's like, yeah, dude, what the fuck? And, so the dude might be like, damn, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So, pow, like that. And psychic connection might be tough somehow, you know? Or she's tough. I don't know. One or the other. Okay, get off on your floor. Okay, let's go into the goddess. Let's go into the Empress. What about her? What is she saying? She's not moving because there's nothing to move for, because she doesn't move for people who slang dang-a-lang. Right, right. Yeah, that's consistent with the Empress. That's consistent with what the Empress must do to be the Empress. She has lots of energy available. Sure. Oh, absolutely. She's got lots of love, lots of sex, passion, I should say. Um, she has things to offer, maybe even material things to offer. However, um, she's not really moving for the slang and dang-a-lang guy. Like she's not available to that. Okay, if you're anything like me, like you're not into casual sex, like you know what I'm saying. Like, I mean, no hate, towards nobody who is, but when you're on Empress status, you can't do casual sex anymore. That can't happen, because your energy is too precious. You know what I mean? You can't be all bonding and fucking connecting the motherfuckers who's gonna be in the wind, and 2 seconds later, and then they off with your karmic cord attached to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you don't want it. You don't want it. So, okay, so there's a separation maybe and a heartbreak, or due to heartbreak. This may or may not be something that if you're the masculine, this may or may not be something that you did yourself. You know what I'm saying? It might just be something she experienced, or it could be something you did yourself. I don't know. But there's some sort of heartbreak in the past, and now she's separated. I mean, since it's a connection, I tend to believe that this is a connection between you and the person who's being discussed. And that the heartbreak happened between you and the person that's being discussed, or somehow you're separated from one another, and it's disappointing, or someone didn't do the right thing, and that's what the disappointment was, and therefore there's now a separation. All right, let's move on. Aha. Yes, she's tough. She's tough. She has an abundant future, and that is justice for her. That's justice for her. So that may be you if you're the feminine. That's justice for you. You did the right thing. You protected yourself. You behaved like a lady and a goddess and an empress. And therefore you are due this abundant future. It's fair. It's absolutely fair and just. And you're a tough bitch. You dig what I'm saying? If this is you we're discussing. And therefore you deserve your abundant future. Absolutely, you work for that shit. You work for your throne. Okay? Your throne didn't come for free. Even though it's your inheritance. Hello? You still have to work for that shit. So, amen to that. Amen to that. All right, let's find out about this magical creature here who's doing magic, healing herself, taking care of herself, starting new cycles. Let's talk about it. Ah, hello. Yeah, agape love. Divine union. This might be a divine feminine. Yep. Divine twins. There they are. And this is about divine union. And there's the divine twins. So it may be a renewed cycle for you and your divine counterpart. Okay? Or this may just be this lovely magical creature healing herself and preparing herself for a divine union. Because that's the kind of relationship she wants, where there's mutual respect. That's another thing that the Knight of Wands can't provide. Mutual respect, because he's not, even if he's friendly, he's not giving you the respect that's due to you. Even if he's not particularly harming you or doing anything disrespectful, directly or, like intentionally. It may just be, that he's just not giving on the level that you deserve, and therefore, you know what I'm saying? Therefore, it is what it is. You have to, refrain from that sort of thing. Let us move on. The separation. Somebody may feel like it was pointless. It was pointless. It was for nothing. But it did change the world, though, because we got sudden change and we have change. And the change might have been mind-blowing. Okay? Now, this change could be in her, and that's what's mind-blowing. Or the change could be in the relationship or the connection, and that's what's mind-blowing. But whatever it is, it's abrupt. It might have been abrupt, and therefore she has to be healed. And she is receiving the grace of God to achieve this. Okay? But this also may be about a healing of your relationship. Let us go on. Somebody burnt the bridge regarding, I feel that her boundaries were crossed unjustly on some level. Again, protection from women's affairs here with the abrupt change, mother of storms. So it's possible that she was disrespected. Yeah, that's possible. That's possible. But the issue is that because someone didn't show firmness in their beliefs about her or their beliefs about this relationship, they weren't sure or they weren't solid or they weren't firm on some level. Therefore, that burnt the bridge, and now they cannot have smooth sailing. They cannot have the mercy of safe passage. The Creator is illuminating her sight. Her sight may be psychic because she's doing magic. So she knows what she's looking for. She can see if somebody or something is the thing that she's looking for or not, because the Creator is lighting the shit up. You know what I'm saying? So let us move on to facing of the fears. Commitment. Okay, off the top of my head on this floor, here's what I get. Somebody is afraid to commit, but they want to really, really have sex with you. You know what I'm saying? Or they're afraid that the sex will become some obligation to commit. Right? That sort of thing. Or they want to face their fears about getting a favorable outcome and being able to get you back in the bed because it was so fucking delicious. Okay? You so sexy. You so hot and sexy that they want to make sure, or they hope very dearly, that they get a favorable outcome. They know they are going to have to face their fears because if you're the feminine, you are making it impossible to avoid that, that little maneuver right there. Like, no, no, you have to face your fears. Why? Because she's not moving. That's why. She's not moving. She's up on her perch. You feel me? Chilling. Literally. Okay? So, and she's not having none of this. None of this Knight of Wands business. Not at all. Not at all. So that's the sensation that I'm getting. I'm getting the sensation that someone wants to end up with you underneath them passionately. And they would like a favorable outcome. They may have some fears of commitment, though. Okay, so keep your eyes open for that. Let's go into the judgment. Loss, but not defeat. They misunderstood, there was some sort of confusion, and it caused them to lose out. They might have been confused about what a commitment was or what they would lose if they were in a commitment. They might have thought they would lose their freedom or lose their independence, or that you would be on them so hard that, their whole lifestyle would change, kind of thing. I mean, yeah, your lifestyle should change if you got somebody in your life, right? But they obviously may have thought that it was going to change in some kind of negative form or fashion. They might have misinterpreted what a commitment with you would be like. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't realize that you're the empress and that you're a tough bitch. You know what I'm saying? They didn't realize that, you don't need to cling to nobody. That's not what you're into. You know what I'm saying? They didn't know. They didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? They were confused. And because they misinterpreted what being in a commitment with you would be like, they lost out. And a judgment was made. You know what I'm saying? So they didn't have respect for the worth and meaning of their actions. You see what I'm saying? So because their actions informs the quality of the commitment. You know what I'm saying? So, if you're in this, right? If you, for example, right? If you're in it, then the case is closed. I'm not really looking for you, beyond that. Like I'm not like you know, like the Empress would not be on some, oh, this isn't the 10th time that I've called you today. Like she's, you know what I'm saying? Like if we're feeling each other like that, then great, and if I have the time, fantastic. But, generally speaking, we have work to do. You got to go to work. I got to go to work. I don't have time to be calling you all day. Or even if, she doesn't go to work, maybe she still don't have time to call you all day. The point is the Empress does not operate that way. You know what I'm saying? Like she's doing her. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not all about the masculine, or it's not all about the other person. You know what I'm saying? So this person must have thought that you would not be as tough. They didn't know how tough you were. You know what I mean? And therefore they misinterpreted what being in a relationship with you would be like. Okay, but loss is not defeat here. Okay, and somebody can put in a little more interpretive effort next time. Okay, that might be something that they're realizing. Like, okay, yeah, no, I need to work a little hard to decode this woman. You know what I'm saying? Before I start making decisions and judgments and shit. You know what I mean? I need to make sure I'm looking carefully at what's happening here, and I can, order my steps intelligently. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying here. Okay, moving on. Okay, somebody wants to have a healing conversation. They've had a profound realization of themselves. They want to start new. They want to salvage what's left. They want to harness and cultivate the potential that remains between you. Okay, fantastic. Let's get an overall card of wisdom for Aquarii. Okay, overall card of wisdom is, oh, Aquarii. Look, King of Swords. King of Swords. The brainstorm. Think about it. Okay, come up with something. Okay, that's what I see here. Trust yourself. Trust your ability to have discriminating wisdom. Trust your ability to act swiftly and intelligently. Okay? Let's go further because that's intriguing. You have a broader understanding or get a broader look at it. And then take action. All right? There you go. Fantastic. Listen, I hope that these messages help you. I really do. For more deep ass readings where ain't nothing to it but to do it in readings like these, like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell on your way out. And don't forget to pick up a copy of Discriminating Wisdom. By the way, if you need a personal, get in contact with me. My information is down below. When you email me all the details of what we're looking into. Email me in the same email how long of a reading and what style of a reading. If it's live, send me your time zone. All right, we'll schedule from there. And once you visit PayPal, we're booked. Okay, we're solid. All right, at that point. Fantastic. Looking forward to seeing you behind the black veil.